I return to this world. Hiya! Good morning, Ike. Today is your first day as a professional soldier, isn't it? Yeah, and I'm ready to go. What? What you are is late. The others were suited up and ready at the break of dawn. Sorry, sorry, that scrolled too fast. I'm talking with Titania right now. Wait outside. Yes, sir. Very well, Commander. Shall we continue? Sorry. You were telling me about some bandits that needed taking care. Oh, good God. Correct. The request comes from a nearby village. Just gonna have a sip of my drink. According to our reports, the bandits are not all that strong. I think it best if I ride out and take a look. I plan on taking Oscar and Boyd along with me. Just the brothers? Go ahead. And add Ike to your team. Shinon and Gaytree, Gaytree, and I can handle the other two jobs easily enough. Tanya, I'm leaving Ike in your care. I'm trusting you to show him the ropes. Understood, Commander. Come on, Ike, let's get you set up. Alright, my first job. Captain Titania, preparations are complete, and I'm ready to go. Impeccable timing. It's nice to know we can always count on you to be at the ready, Oscar. Sorry, that text scrolled too slow. Don't forget about me. I'm ready for action. Isn't that so, Boyd? That's a surprise. Ha! Not today, it isn't. As of today, I'm going to be the absolute model of perfection. I need to set a good example for Ike. You'll scroll already. I'll take your word for it. Your first campaign at last. I know you've waited for this a while. Are you nervous, Ike? I think I was more nervous last night. I could hardly sleep. This morning, I'm feeling pretty good. It's the calm before the storm. You should try to relax. You're not going to be out there alone. Yeah, you're right. Right, everyone, let's go. And so we go into a village being attacked by bandits, which is pretty much the first level, well, the first real level of any Fire Emblem game. Oh, Chaldea, I think it's called. I didn't quite read that. This is the village. Oh, Chaldea, I was right. The bandits are few, but we mustn't get careless. Our goal is to take out the bandit leader in front of the large building, and then secure that building. Just have a drink. Ike, listen up. All this stuff is old news to me, but I can give a rookie like you a few tips. First off, don't let yourself get worked up. Jump out in front of them. You'll just end up getting hurt. Don't try to do too much, Ike. When things get dangerous, you can and should rely on us. As long as you watch how the enemy moves carefully, you'll be fine. Think of this as a training mission. I'll do that. Oscar, Boyd, thank you. Don't mention it. Just sit back and watch how a professional handles things. Enough chit-chat, you three. We've got work to do. Okay, so this is Oscar. He's a new member of our party. He wields a lance, as you can see, and has a paladin band. That's because this is a new game plus. It modifies his level ups or something. So yeah, he's a lance knight. He's pretty good. Boyd's a fighter with axes, and he has a fighter band. He's got very good HP and strength, but very crap defense. Titania is what's known as a Jegan, which means she uses axes and lances. She comes to your party already promoted, because as you can see, she's a paladin, which is the promoted version of a knight. But she saps away all the EXP from people who deserve it more, and for that reason, you shouldn't use her. Ah! You're with the mercenaries, right? Thank you for coming. We've heard a lot about you. Here, take this weapon. We're farmers, not fighters. You'll have some use for it. You got a steel sword. Oh no, sorry, she's axes and swords, not axes and lances. Yeah, so I'm clicking on him to check his movement range. Got an Ike. Oh yeah, making Titania trade Ike for steel sword, because steel is better than iron in the world of Fire Emblem. And probably in the real world too. Well, steel is refined iron with coal, I think. I don't really care. Oh, generic bandit boss has something to say. What's going on out there? Pah! A bunch of mercenaries looking for their next meal? The text is scrolling too fast, lads. Hurt 'em and hurt 'em bad. We'll not let this bunch of hired swords get the best of us.
It's those fool villagers. They think they can buy a bunch of shell swords to chase us away. It ain't gonna work that way. Okay, I'll ruin the house. I didn't quite read that because the text scrolled too fast. Fire!
And now the enemies are charging forward. This dude is attacking Ike. Boom. Miss. Hit. Level up slightly. Okay, so, yeah. Oh yeah, these enemies, as I'm sure you can see, are fighters, sort of like Boyd. I hope the microphone hasn't been too far away this entire video so far, because otherwise I'm going to have to re-record it, and that won't be fun at all. Yeah, I just noticed it was a little far away, so I moved it in a bit closer. Unless I'm talking too loud now, in which case, we're pretty much screwed. And there are some bandits or brigands, if you really want to be fancy. And now it's my turn! Bum-ba-da-bum. So yeah, remember not to use Titania to kill enemies, because she'll sap away all the EXP. This is the combat information window, as I'm not sure whether I explained in part 1, because that was such a long time ago. I'm terribly sorry about that. It's just I promised myself I wouldn't upload this part until part 1 got 1 view. Thank you, Rebecca. And that's not Rebecca Black, that's another Rebecca out there on the internet. Oh, and Ike just leveled up. Good growths. Yeah, he's the main character. Most Fire Emblem main characters have pretty damn good growths. With the exception of possibly Erika from Fire Emblem and the Sacred Stones, who's just a despicable human being. And even though the weapons triangle dictates that lances lose to axes, I'm going to stab him in the face and see if that rule still holds true. As you can see, it does not. So, yeah, go Oscar, baby! And mounted units have an ability called Canto, which means they can move away after battle. I think it's pronounced Canto, like the region in Pokemon. I'm going to plop Boyd there and sit on my ass. And I'm going to move Titania around the back. Grabbing some more water. Okay, Mr. Bandit dude comes forward. Slice! Oh, another dodge. That's nice. Actually, I already know everything which happens. Why am I surprised? Well, I record these and then give them commentary. And bandits charging forward. Oh, don't let that one destroy that house, because there is something called the Seraph robe in there, which boosts your character's HP, and that's incredibly useful. And now it's... Oh, checking movement ranges like a boss. I don't know, copyright over that. I think that's Lonely Island or something. Anyway, well yeah, it is Lonely Island. It's not Lonely Island or something. Anyway, yeah, moving forward, killing bandits, kicking ass, having bubblegum or something. I'm not quite sure what that's from. Yeah, so bandits, and they're all called Bandit because generic enemies in this don't have names. And I don't quite know what I'm doing right now. I'm just moving the cursor around erratically. Hoo-hoo, fancy word combo. It wasn't really a combo, it was but one. Nothing for... Oh, I missed. Because Boyd is as inaccurate as someone who is rather inaccurate. That's the world's greatest analogy right there. And it's time for me to smack him in the face with my sword. Ka-smack. Although actually, I'm not even doing anything. Ike is smacking him in the face. I am sitting back, drinking my drink, and laughing as these pitiful ants fight for me. Well, I think that's all the time I have, so farewell, my friends.